Hey, come on along. We got a great video today. Day of eating. We're going to stay under 20 carbs today, like we do every day, or almost every day. I shouldn't say every day. We don't stay under 20 carbs every day, but almost every day. So, hey, come on along. I'll show you what I eat on a typical normal day. This is a work day. Show you a little bit of what I take to work for my lunches. Get to see what I eat for breakfast. Get to see what I eat for dinner. This is a pretty typical day for us. So come on along and let me show you what I can do. We're going to track the cost as well. So we're going to show you what it costs to do keto on a day, on a regular typical day. Come on along. I think you're going to find out we eat great food. We eat really, really yummy food. And I think it's going to really help you a lot. So stick around and watch the rest of this video. Hey, good morning. So today's going to be a day of eating, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I have to go into work today a little early. We got a bunch of stuff going on the shop floor. We're doing some Kaizen events going on this week, so I got 2 of them going on, so it's going to be a really busy week on the shop floor. So I'm not sure how much we'll get to show eating at work. And then it's going to be a quick breakfast. Actually just coffee this morning here. I'll show you my coffee real quick and then we'll show you what we're going to make for lunch and go from there. We did some meal prepping this week, so we'll show you maybe a couple clips from that, as well as just thought maybe start breaking out some of the costs per meal, to kind of show you what did it cost me a day to do keto. Everybody talks about how expensive it is, and only the people that have money can do it, so on and so forth. So I thought I'd kind of just break it down and kind of go by meal and kind of look at what things really cost me when I'm doing this. Meal prepping does help a lot on the cost, plus shopping sale flyers. But enough of me talking. Let's get making some coffee so I can actually wake up and see what we're doing here. All right. So coffee is just nothing more than some instant coffee. Some good old collagen. I forgot one thing, so let me grab it. A little bit of the MSM here. So we're doing live streams every Thursday at 5 o'clock Pacific time, so 8 o'clock East Coast time, or 7 o'clock 7 Central time in here. So if you'd like to join me, check out the Thursdays lives, and see if there's anything that you're interested in, anything else we can do or help you, or any questions you can ask at that point in time, or so here are the other things I'm going to put in my coffee. Get a little bit more in here. I'm going to put the Keto Chow Daily Minerals in there. I do have a discount code down below if you're interested. They work great. I put a little bit of MCT oil in it. I used some coconut oil in it. And I actually went in Costco and I got some ghee this weekend, so I put a little bit of ghee back into it. So I'm trying to get some more fats into it. Guess I need some more MTC oil, so I'll be ordering some more of that here in this coming week. mix it up. This thing works great. I love this thing. All right, that's all there is to it. So, cheers. Here's looking at you. Hopefully you're having a great day, a great week, and a great weekend. And we'll come back in the next segment, and we'll talk a little bit about what we're doing for lunch. Ah, it's so good, so good. All right, real simple today. So I put my my supplements in here that I'm taking with me that I'll take at my lunchtime. I'm going to throw that in my bag. I'm taking a ratio keto friendly yogurt, strawberry yogurt with me, and that's going to be kind of a snack. So we'll see. Like I said, I have a kind of a weird day at work today, so I'm not sure what my lunch schedule is or anything else. Or and then sorry, and then I'm bringing some keto pizza with me. So I'm going to show you a little clip here on just how I make the keto pizza. That was one of the things that we make on the weekends. And again, when we go through this at the end of it, I'm going to kind of break it out on pricing of it. I think it'd be kind of cool. I know when Anita over on Ketogenic Women did it. I thought it, and it's just out of the blue. My wife said, we should do that. Telling everybody how much everything costs and how much a meal costs per meal and all that stuff. Seeing how everybody's talking about budgets and how can we do it with low cost. So I think we're going to do that. Excuse me. So we're going to do that. I'll have a serving of the pizza cost, and then again what we do for dinner. We'll talk a little bit about what the cost of what that is and what's the cost of that. So that's all there is for the lunch. I am going to take my probiotic right now. I'm going to finish my coffee off, I think. Take my probiotic, and then I have to go get ready for work. So that's my morning. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Hopefully you're liking it. Hopefully you think about subscribing, hitting that little bell icon so that you get notified on future videos and stuff of that nature as well. If there's anything I can do to help you or any questions you have, I always have an email down there because this channel is to help each other, support each other, encourage each other to be successful in our weight loss journeys, right? So if there's anything down there you think I could do to help you, there's an email down there that you can send an email. I check it every day. So let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Also have a website out there as well at alansawesomeKetoWorld.com. And also, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I really appreciate it, trying to get the Instagram part of this going as well. So that would be really super if you would go over there and connect with me on Instagram. I'd really appreciate it at Alan's Awesome Keto World. It's underscore, I guess, between each one. Alan _ Awesome Keto World, right? So, and there's a link down there. I believe there's a link down below for it as well, too. So, all right. You guys have a great day. And I'll see you in this next segment. I did want to say that I am going to put in, I'm taking some water with me, some with the electrolyte drops in it. So I'm just going to put a tad bit in here. I actually put a little bit in the cover. It just makes it easier to control for me. Put a little bit in the cap. Pour it in here. Just because it's so hot and humid here lately. And then I just take a little bit of a squirt of this. Not much of this left. This is just lemon juice. 100% lemon juice. I guess that wasn't so good. And I just put it in there. It just gives it a little flavor when I drink it, rather than the keto chow has no flavoring whatsoever. It just makes the water taste salty. So I put a little lemon juice in there just to kind of give it some flavor. Really cheap and easy way of doing it. So anyway, I didn't want to forget that because that is one thing I do. And again, if you do interested in the keto chow, they have the electrolyte drops, they have fasting drops, they have a bunch of other stuff in there as well. There's a discount down below. Plus they have all kinds of meal supplements. I make ice cream out of some of their meal replacements as well. Great ice cream. I love it. Just made some raspberry stuff this past week and it was really good. All right, I'll see you in the next segment. Hey, we're going to make a pizza, and guess what we're going to use for the crusts? And the crust is ready to throw into the oven. Doesn't that look good? Ooh, that pizza crust came out. That pizza crust is looking some good. Now we're going to put some stuff on it. Ooh, look at that. Cheese on that thing now, and now we're getting the pepperoni on there. Looking pretty good. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good right now. Almost ready. That low carb pizza. Oh, we put a little more cheese and some bacon and bits on the top. So just to give it a little added flavor. So see the pepperoni down underneath there. Well, that's what the pizza looks like on the table. It's time to eat. Here is today's lunch. It's gonna be a chicken crusted pizza. Just throw it in there nice and easy. All right, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for dinner. So this is going to be from the meal prepping that we had this past weekend, and it's actually adobo chicken. So if you ever had adobo, it's really super yummy. So these are chicken legs. I also got some cauliflower rice I put on here. This is just about a half of a bag, or a little over like 1 1/4 cups or something like that of cauliflower rice on here. I'm going to put the 3 of these adobos on top of it, maybe even 4. Let's see. With it, and then we're going to put some we're going to soak up some of those juices. Ooh, it's still hot. Ooh. I like to put this on the cauliflower rice because it gives it that cauliflower rice some really good flavoring. And if you haven't seen the video yet on how to make the adobo chicken, because I'll tell you, adobo chicken is so good. I'm actually gonna throw another one on here too as well. I'll get that all up on here. I'll leave 3 there for my wife, 3, 4 for me. I'm the bigger of the 2. And then this is, so that's all it is. Come back, see what it looks like. So that's my dinner for tonight. I'll come back a little bit. I did have a cheesecake tart as well when I got home. Those cheesecake those cheesecake tarts or cheesecake bites or whatever you want to call them. Only 2 total carbs for one of those. Man, I will tell you, they are so good. I will be making those on a regular basis. And you know, it's been a long time since I made them. I used to make them before, and I stopped making them. And it just kind of, man, they are really good. Only 2 carbs. So that's another video. I'll put that up here in the corner as well, so you can check that one out too. But you know, you got to check those out. We'll come back here in a little bit more, and I have another discussion because we're going to answer that age-old question: is keto too expensive for you to do that? Because I hear that all the time, that keto is too expensive, I can't do keto. So we're gonna go talk that real quick, like here in the next segment, and we're gonna answer some of that questions and what does it cost me to eat for a day. All right, so hang out, enjoy, and let's come back and let's talk a little bit about it in the next segment. All right, so I want to kind of talk a little bit about, because I hear it all the time about how keto is really too expensive. You can't do keto. You know, I've heard somebody say something about it's only for people that have money, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. Just, you know, and I just kind of wanted to kind of track. So today for the meal, what I eat in a day today, we kind of tracked what we ate today. We kind of went through the cost. Now, these are estimates. We did break down the cost. We do have the cost on some stuff, and we broke it down. Some other things are estimates based on serving sizes and stuff of that nature. So in the morning when I have my coffee, really my coffee, the coconut cream, the ghee, I wrote it down on a piece of paper, the ghee, the monk fruit, the MTC oil, the daily minerals, the collagen, the MSM, all that kind of stuff there. When I throw it all together, and I use like a teaspoon of this, a tablespoon of that, and I look at like the ghee, a bottle of ghee. Hold on a second, let me show it just a second. So I'll do this a couple of different ways, but this bottle of ghee right here, I put in a teaspoon, but it's a heaping teaspoon, so I'm going to say it's more of like a tablespoon. But there's 40 of them in here, so I'll get 40 servings in here. And this jar is at Costco is about $13. So you take 40 and divide it, you know, by the cost and everything else. The 40 divided by the $13, you know, it comes up to not a whole lot of money, right? So because I'm only using a little bit at a time. So when you divide that all out and say, well, I'm using each serving, the coffee itself works out to be like 19 cents and everything else. So the whole cup of coffee may be $1.50. Maybe. It's probably lower than that. It's probably closer to $1. Then lunch today, I did have that ratio yogurt. That ratio yogurt, we bought it. It was $1.79 when we bought it at our local Kruger's. Then we had the chicken crusted pizza as well. The 2 cans chickens. So we bought those chickens, canned chicken that come from Costco. It's $15. You get 6 cans, and these have 2 cans. We use 2 out of the 6 cans. We're going to get 4 servings out of them. So that works out to be then we add in the cheese, the mozzarella, a couple of eggs, a little bit of almond flour, the pepperoni. So it works out to be like $4 for the whole thing when you break it all out by serving. So there's 4 servings in there. We got 4 servings in there. So it costs us $4 for our lunch. Total with the yogurt came to about $6. I'm going to round up to $6 rather than saying $5.79. If you want to go $4.79, I had water with it, and the water comes from work and it's free, so I don't have to pay anything for it. I actually brought a electrolyte with me too as well. And then for dinner, the adobo chicken legs with the sauce and everything else. The chicken we had bought on sale. We bought a big package. It was buy one get one free. So the big package was a family size package. It was about $10 for the family size package. So it works out to about $2.50 per serving. The sauce figure about $1 for the serving. That's probably overestimating. It's probably less than that when you look at the size of the fish sauce and the minos and stuff of that nature. And then the cauliflower, that bag of cauliflower was $3.50 when we bought it. So I used about half of that bag, so it was about $1.75 for that. So realistically, it came out to be about, lunch came out to be, I'm going to say, what was it, it was 475. So for the whole day it came out, when it came out, when I did all the math and everything else for the whole day, I didn't total the dinner, but the chicken was 250 and the cauliflower rice was $1.75, right? So I mean, how much cheaper can you go than $4.25 for a dinner, right? How much cheaper can you go? How that's not expensive to me anyway. $4.25 for my dinner, so that's pretty cheap. So total for the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner today was $12.75. That's what it cost me to eat today. Now again, some of the things, because we're buying like in bulk and then we divide it all up and freeze it and stuff of that nature. We do use meal prepping as a tool because we cook at least, I'm going to get with, there's two of us, we get at least 4 servings, sometimes 6 servings. So therefore we do either freeze the meals or we'll eat them later in the week, at least once or twice during the week. So we do that. That's very, very helpful for us. So to answer your question, so you really can do this. And I guess if I didn't, if I wanted to cut down, I could make this under $10 a day without no problem at all. Now this did not include any of my supplements or anything else that I take. And again, those supplements are more optional than they are mandatory, and that would be really up to you. Again, meats and stuff like that, we don't go out and just buy meats. We wait for they're on sale. I will tell you that we don't buy most of our meats from Costco for the fact that we can get them cheaper on sale, like at our local Kruger's or Smart and Finals or at Vaughn's or somewhere like that. So that's really kind of what you got to do today. And then hopefully you have a small freezer or a freezer in your refrigerator that you can use. So when you do buy in bulk, that you can put that stuff and freeze it away. So that's kind of my spiel on it. So if $12.75 you think is too expensive, I don't know, you could probably cut that down a little bit as well. Like I said, if you cut down the coffee and just drink the coffee black or with a little bit of heavy cream. But anyway, you can cut that down or not have the yogurt and save yourself $1.79, I guess. But anyway, so that's really, really cheap to me anyway. So that's what it cost me on a day. If you like to see these price comparisons and you like to see me total the prices up and kind of compare them at the end of the day, kind of go through them and to see what it really cost me to eat for the day. This was nothing special. This was something that we were talking about and had decided just to do it. So, but hopefully you liked it. And hopefully you stick around, and then we're going to talk about the macros here in a little bit. So hang out for that. We'll come back and we'll go through all the macros and see how we did for the day. All right. Hey, it's time to go through the macros. We're done eating for the day. So, oops, I closed it out. So we're going to go through the macros. Just a reminder what we ate through today. I had the instant coffee this morning with all of the stuff I put in it, the ghee and the MTC oil and the MSM and all that good stuff that I put in there. And that's the only thing I ate, just because of the fact eating that it's almost 400 calories, it's 0 carbs, but it's extremely filling. I will tell you. So really, really good, really, really great fats and stuff in it as well. I really, really like it. The ghee and everything else in there is super, super good. So I mean, there's 10 grams of protein in that coffee. There's 24 grams of fat in it. So I like it a lot. It's really filling and sustains you for the morning, right? So and then for lunch I had the keto ratio. Just so you know, I'm looking at my cell phone. I had the keto ratio friendly strawberry yogurt. That was 2 carbs. I had the chicken crusted pizza. That was about 4 carbs with all the stuff on it and everything else. Now, the chicken crusted pizza, you could probably make that a little less because I use the Costco cheese and they have a little bit of starch in them so they don't clump. So if you got a block of cheese and you shredded it yourself, it would actually be a couple carbs less than that. So And then I had the adobo that I had made. We had the leftover adobo, and then we had the cauliflower rice with it, the bird's eye cauliflower rice with it. And the rice was really the high, I'm going to say the high carb thing for the day, that cauliflower rice. And then the cheesecake bites, tarts. I call them tarts. Some people call them bites, but I think they're more of a tart than they are a bite. And that's what I had for lunch. So with all that said, let's kind of go through it, and I'll show you right up here. These are the macros for the day. You're going to see my protein was at 148, which is good. I'm over, right? So, and then my fat was at 112. So I was close to my goal. I actually would like to get a little closer than that, but it was close. My total calories was 1,787. So that was good too. That was close to my goal as well. Again, I don't really count calories. I'm not a big calorie person. So I do track carbs. That's what I'm concerned about. My total carbs was 17 for the day. My fiber was 4. So if I was doing net carbs, it would have been 13. Now, I don't have any more of those cheesecake bites left. We ate the last 2 today, one for my wife and one for I. If I had, I might eat another one just because I still have the carbs left in it, but I don't have it. And I'm not going to make any tonight, but they're really, really good to have. So anyway, hey, hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you want to see more videos like this, because I'd love to see you in the next video. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to find out what you like, what's your favorite foods. Don't forget to join me over on my lives on Thursdays at 5 o'clock Pacific time or at 8 o'clock East Coast time. Don't forget to look me up on Instagram. Love to see you over there. You'll see more of our everyday life stuff over there, of us going out, us at the pool, just family activities and stuff of that nature. So go over there and check us out as well. We would love to see you over there on Instagram. And don't forget to check out this video over here, or this video up here, and this video over here. And then click this round Alan's Awesome Keto World button right here in the center, so that you get to see all of our great stuff that we have coming out, and don't want to miss a thing, right? So you guys, I'll see you in the next video.